You can get an infinite amount of Fat Mans, mini nukes, certain ammo, caps and more by using this simple trick in Fallout 4, and in this video I will show you how. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. In order to use this simple trick, we will use an exploit in the game that revolves around reloading cells that respawn the same items, and this particular location is in Cabot House. Now before I show you where Cabot House is, you will need to bump into an NPC called Edward Deegan. Edward is typically found in Bunker Hill, the Third Rail in Good Neighbor, or the Dugout Inn in Diamond City. When you bump into Edward, what you want to do is simply go ahead and accept his offer for a quest. After you have accepted Edward's quest, what you want to do is simply make your way to Cabot House. Cabot House is located far northeast of Diamond City. Once you make it to the house, what you want to do is go and speak to the intercom and then select the option Jack Cabot.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good.
And once you do that, the door should be open. Just go ahead and go inside. Once inside, you basically now have access to the house. You can basically come and go as you please. So from here, what you want to do is just go straight, open the door, and then go down this stairs, keep on going to the very bottom, go through this door over here, go ahead and close it, and then everything in this room pretty much respawns an infinite amount of time. So if you go into sneak mode, you'll be able to take everything from this trunk. So note, I've taken some 45 rounds, some 10 rounds, and various other things. You can also take things from this dresser, from this suitcase. There's actually a mini nuke right over there, and if you turn around, there's a safe here as well that has a master lock which you can unlock for XP, and you can also take this Fat Man. Once you've done that, go ahead, open the door, and what you want to do is go back up to the top, pretty much where you entered the house, and from here go up this set of stairs, and then look to your left, and then look to your right, go into this room, and there's actually another gun, a Zeta gun. Go ahead and take this also. The items that I've just taken in this video will respawn every time this whole house loads, or specifically when this cell loads. Now what we can do from here is leave the house. After leaving the house, you can actually take more advantage of this particular trick. Instead of just going to a random location and then fast traveling back, you can instead go and visit a vendor. So I'm just going to go ahead and visit Diamond City Market. Once you make it to Diamond City, again this is just an example, you can go and speak to any vendor. Now unlike other Fallout games or other similar games where stolen items can really only be sold to vendors who purchase stolen items, in Fallout 4 any vendor will buy any type of item regardless of whether they're stolen or not, as long as they buy that type of item. So for instance, if I speak to Percy over here and then I select the barter option, then from here I will be able to sell the Fat Man, the Zeta gun, if I go to ammo, the mini nuke, and so on. I can basically sell all the items that I stole to any vendor. Now the advantage here is that you will notice that they are only dealing in 246 caps, but I am selling for up to 615. Instead of just selling it, what you can do is now purchase other things in your favor. So for example, I happen to have this weapon and it takes 10mm rounds. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy all the 10mm rounds. Also, alternatively, I can just buy anything I want until I sort of get to, say, a number close to what their actual purchase is. So here, for instance, they only have 246 caps in their inventory. I am purchasing stuff for -256. But at the same time, I've actually also got some ammo out of the deal. I'm just going to go ahead and accept the deal, and now they have 0 caps. I have more caps plus some items from this vendor. So you can basically use this trick to visit any vendor that will purchase the Fat Man, the Zeta gun and the mini nuke for some extra caps, but the reality is you're not really after the caps, you're really after the items that they have in their inventory. So you can basically use any surplus caps you have to get those items. Now here's the other advantage to this trick. we are now going to go back and fast travel back to Cabot House. So with that, just fast travel back to Cabot House. Now that we are back at Cabot House, go ahead and go inside. Once inside, again, go to the basement. And go back into that same room. And notice that the fat man has respawned. The mini nuke has respawned. And this trunk is now full with more items. Let's go ahead and go back to the second floor where we saw the Zeta gun. And let's just see if that has respawned too. So again, just follow the path. Nothing really different here. Go back into the room and you should see the Zeta gun there also. So you can use this trick to basically get all of these items, which are relatively high value-ish items, to get a bunch of caps and visit vendors that are selling things that you actually want and basically switch out these items for those caps. The other benefit to doing this is that the trunk in the basement doesn't spawn the same items all the time. So if we go back, notice last time, I think we had some 10mm rounds in there and some other rounds. This time we've got some shotgun shells, we've got some grenades and so on. So by repeating this, you will also get a random loot, most likely loot that you actually want. Since you will be fast traveling a lot to take advantage of the loot respawn and to get some caps, why not also check out this video where I will show you how to get a max affinity with Kate that involves a lot of long distance fast traveling. Click on the video you see on the screen now to find out how I pretty much max out Kate's affinity with fast travel and another nifty trick.